Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Wednesday. We're going to be talking about what's going on with Elon Musk, X, and Doge. That's right. Another tweet by Elon. Doesn't quite have the same effect as it used to, but he's still hinting, winking an eye, letting us know he's still thinking about Dogecoin. We're waiting for him to do something about it, but we'll get into all that. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Again, still kind of bearish overall, although we did have some nice gains today. I think that was pretty much propped up by the NASDAQ stock trading. NVIDIA had earnings this afternoon, and they were great. Of course they were. Everybody wants NVIDIA chips, GPUs for AI. That's right. It's all about AI now. And so that is propelling that industry. I wish I had NVIDIA stock, but I bought a lot of Tesla stock and I'm up on that. So that's pretty good. We also saw Elon Musk driving the Cybertruck around in Texas, giving it a little test run, the production vehicle getting ready to be mass produced at Giga Tesla in Austin. Just unbelievable. But we're here to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, BNB, SHIB. We'll talk on a few others as well. So let me drop down here in the corner and we'll look at the charts to begin with. So Doge was just kind of hanging out overnight at about 6.3 cents. And then we had this tweet I'll show you in a minute. Of course, Doge rises up to about 6.55 or so and then gets shorted back down. That's how Doge goes. It's unbelievable. There must be bots set up or something that as soon as there's an Elon tweet, the shorters are ready to open short positions as soon as the Doge price spikes up. It's amazing how that works. It's every time. It's every time. But Doge recovered. And during the day this afternoon, we had a recovery across the crypto market. Here's Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin had been hanging out down here just about above 26, had dropped actually below down to about 25.8. And then we saw this rise of about 3% or so rise from about mid-morning till now. So that's a pretty positive move there for crypto, for Bitcoin, trading up when everyone thought it would just be suppressed and keep going down. So there's some good things going on. A lot of people just anticipating the bull market to come, accumulating now. And there's some FUD out there as well that we'll get to. But we want to start with this. Elon Musk tweet sets Dogecoin on fire, a craze, and then fade in mere minutes. And that's what we saw in the charts. Dogecoin spikes up and comes right back down. So what is going on here? Well, it was May Musk, is Elon's mother, tweeting out a picture of her dog. And if you're a dog, X is the place to be. So she's happy about her dog, happy about X, the X app, formerly Twitter. And that was her tweet. Well, of course, Elon, being Elon, right, tweets out X is a dog and Doge friendly place. So Elon really hasn't tweeted about Doge in a while, but that's all it was and nothing else. And that caused the spike in the price of Dogecoin that we just looked at. That's it. Well, what does that mean? I think it's Elon's continually nod and wink to the Dogecoin family, that's us, that he's going to do something with Doge. He's looking out for us. He's just not ready yet, and he can't do it yet. This is going to take a little time to get integrated, but payments on the X app, and somehow Dogecoin is going to be integrated. And that's what I think this is. This is just a wink of like, this is coming, guys. This is coming. So, and we also had, the other day, we had this. BitBoy was, Ben was doing his morning stream, and it was the 5 altcoins that he was saying you need to get into. The 5 altcoins. And he had this long list, and he whittled it down, and Doge was in the original list. And as he whittled it down, he kept Dogecoin. He kept Dogecoin in the list. And like, I believe XRP, Dogecoin, Chainlink, yeah, those are 3 of my favorites. I don't know about Mantle. That's too new, and I don't trust it. Too new of a token, and he really likes quant, and I'm not on the quant bandwagon yet. But Dogecoin right there. And what did Ben say about it? Ben said, because of Elon Musk, you can't discount it. You just can't. And if something's going to take off, something's going to go on a huge run, it could be Doge. And that's all it would take, would be Elon Musk tweeting out that Doge is going to be integrated onto X, and the price is going to take off. And so that's why Ben kept it on this list here, that one of the 5 altcoins that he thinks could be mooning is Dogecoin. It's on his list. So I was like, wow, that's good, Ben. It's like, he's not just, all Bitcoin. He does cover a lot of different coins and tokens. I think this is the last time that he's going to be referencing CoinMarketCap, because they pissed him off on his Ben coin. They won't change the logo. And so I think you're only going to be seeing CoinGecko now for Ben. But this was on Monday. He did this thing, and he called out Dogecoin. And I was like, that's cool. That's Doge. So had to certainly talk about that. So with Elon Musk telling his mother that X is a Doge friendly place, that experienced this immediate surge. And Musk's relationship with Doge has been the subject of much speculation and market volatility. And why does it matter? Because he's reshaping X into a multifaceted service incorporating features such as payment capabilities. So that's what we're talking about, and that's what we're waiting for. So I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm just continuing to accumulate Dogecoin, just accumulating Dogecoin. And we're doing it here on a daily basis or every other day here on live streams. And I don't know whether today we're going to buy. I'm going to wait until the settle down. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But right now, I'm kind of thinking to hold off and not buy right here live during the stream because of the big run that Bitcoin had today. I'm like, I think it's going to settle down tonight and maybe even overnight. And I think I'm going to DCA in a little bit lower prices. But we'll see about that as the stream goes forward, see where Doge is. Right now, 6.40 is the current price of Dogecoin. So we will watch that going forward. Next. So Elon Musk says X, friendly place for Dogecoin. The same tweet that we just looked at. And then there was this big spike there. So that big spike, it's worth noting at this time, Musk failed to pump Dogecoin trade price, as we can see in the trade price graph. It just went up and back down like nothing happened. So that seems to be more and more these kind of vague Elon tweets just aren't having quite the same effect as Elon's tweets used to until we actually see something happen. But it's still kind of exciting for a little bit there. And then we've got this thing about SpaceX and selling Bitcoin holdings. We don't know about that. That's still not confirmed. But here we have Dogecoin payment. In the initial days of 2020, Musk said that Dogecoin will emerge as a top cryptocurrency in the crypto payment system over other cryptocurrencies. So the latest statement by Musk hinted that X will surely bring support for Dogecoin payments, but it will be a matter of time as the current traditional financial regulatory frameworks are not enough to provide legal clarity for the cryptocurrencies in the majority of jurisdictions. That is exactly what Elon is facing. And for those that are saying, well, what's taking so long? Why can't he just do it? Well, he can't. He has to get, at least in the United States, he's got to get state by state by state approval. And as of now, he only has like 5 states. So he's got a long way to go to get all 50 states approved. And he probably has a team working on that. And that's going to be a little while. But that's what this is about. So overall, Elon Musk, Doge Friendly Place. Here's another article. Again, more about the spike and retracement back down. Elon Musk's latest tweet boosts Dogecoin by 4%. Is it time to buy Doge? What do you guys think? Is it time to buy Doge? What are you guys doing? Have you been buying Doge? Are you already sitting on your bag and now you're just waiting? Or are you waiting with cash or a stable coin for Doge to drop to a lower price and then buy in then? There's 3 camps there. Where are you guys? What are you waiting for? Because I tell you what I'm doing, and I just continue to buy. I've got a big bag, but I continue to buy. So continuing to buy. Jason says, I buy Doge every day. Well, that is a great strategy because if it dips, you get the dip too, right? You get the dip too. And as we were saying on the stream on Monday, we could look back at this a year from now and saying, what's the difference between like 6.4 cents and 6.2 cents? When you bought Doge for 6 cents. When you bought Doge for 6 cents. A year from now, people will be killing to have bought Doge at 6 cents. That's what I think. We'll see how things play out, but that's why we're just buying a little bit all the time. And sure, we want to buy it at the best price possible, but you get more Doge, right, at a lower price. But you don't know where it's going to go from here. It goes up a little, goes down a little. Sergio says, yeah, great price. Christos buys once a week. Hayden says, we're all on fire. Yeah. Sergio Torres, welcome. You've been buying. You're up to 380 coins. Good stash. That's very good. Hiram bought it around 5 cents in June, personally waiting for another low. All signs pointing toward the fall and then having a good run. And there's a lot of people like that, and that could definitely happen. And in fact, if we look at this chart, because I was saving this chart. So here's what the current chart looks like, where we saw the dip the other day and Doge has recovered. But if we look at the daily chart and we look back to last November, and this is last November, which was the FTX crash, and Doge dropped down, it was like to 8 cents. Might have been just below 8 cents. And then rallied back up in late November into early December, back up to 11 cents. But since then, if you draw these lines on the daily basis, Doge has been up and down in this downward trend. And that is from late 22 through 2023. That, my friends, is a bear market. And we're still in the bear. And this latest drop just shows that we are still in the bear for the Dogecoin chart. Now, Bitcoin doesn't quite look the same as this, but this is the Dogecoin chart. And if we look at this chart and we look where Doge is right now, down here, again, below 7 cents. I mean, a week ago, Doge was trading, or a couple weeks ago, Doge was trading up here at 7.5, 7.6 cents. And we were waiting for that dip to 6.9. Well, now it's 6.4. And people are saying, no, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. We don't know. And we don't know whether this trend is going to continue down or not. There's certainly not any huge bit of news coming in anytime soon that's going to propel Dogecoin up out of this channel. I don't see that happening. Would I like to see Dogecoin back up to 8 cents? That would be awesome. I would love that. And even if I'm DCAing, I would rather be DCAing and continue to buy at 8 cents, knowing Dogecoin is going to keep going up, than just kind of lulling around and keep going down with this kind of negative cloud like over this whole thing that Dogecoin is still in the dumps. That's what it feels like right now. There's a lot of negative sentiment about Dogecoin, especially trading down here at 6.4 cents. The RSI is down. The sentiment is kind of down right now as we go through this, but we were talking about this. We talked about this earlier in the summer. I showed you the charts that showed that August and September traditionally in cryptos are not great months. Usually cryptos go down in August and September. So in late July, we started this dollar cost average portfolio. And here's what that portfolio looks like now. And this is going to have $10,000 in it. We're almost a third of the way in. And we've been growing this portfolio since late July. And this is the growing portfolio up. Over the past 24 hours, we're actually up $116, almost 4% up. We're down overall because we see, particularly with Dogecoin, which has 23% of the portfolio, with Dogecoin down, the overall portfolio is down from where it was or where it could be if prices had stabilized. But we were buying Doge up in the 7s. Now we're buying more Doge in the 6s. We're bringing our average cost down. Each day we buy more Doge in this portfolio. But once $10,000 is invested, we're going to let this sit. This is the portfolio that you guys can share in the profits of. And all you have to do is become a member of the channel. You join the channel, and then when we sell this portfolio, half of the profits go to you guys. And it's going to go to you who are members of the Kriss Pax channel. And you'll also have to follow me on Twitter too, but that doesn't have to happen anytime soon. The longer you're a member of the channel, the more percentage of this pie of the profits you're going to get. And we have some people joining the channel. So some are already in and they're just going to wait. So we'll see. So that's how you can participate in this. Join the channel, which supports me, supports my efforts here, but also you will be able to share in the profits. If you believe in the next year and a half, crypto is going to go up, when we all together decide to sell this portfolio, we're splitting the profits. Now I've got my other portfolio, my big one, right, that has all my other crypto that's split amongst different wallets and exchanges and things like that. That we'll see how I do it. Well, once we're in the bull run, we'll talk about taking profits and how to take profits and things like that. But for now, this is what we are doing. So we be up by March next year. So DCA till then. We don't know what's going to happen this fall and into the winter. We know that there's a lot of anticipation for the Bitcoin halving, which is going to happen sometime mid-April in 2024. That's going to be a big event. A lot more people talking about it now than what we had before. And we also have these Bitcoin spot ETFs, you know, the BlackRocks of the world. They could already be accumulating Bitcoin in anticipation that that ETF is going to get approved. That could be, we don't know. Sergio says that deserves to hit the like. I certainly appreciate likes. And if you just haven't even subscribed to the channel, you can at least subscribe. I like subscriptions too. But yeah, that's where we are. That's what's going on with the chart, and that's just, I just thought this was very interesting that, you know, year to date Dogecoin is down and it's been in this downward trend. So that's still saying we're in a bear market. The bulls haven't taken over yet. So that's where we are. What else is going on? Well, let's look at some of the other comments in the chat here. Let me get the chart on here, see where we are. Yeah, still 6.4 here. Hayden says, I think it's cool to hold Doge. You never know where it might go. Any buy during a bear market is a good buy. There you go. So Kyle says, say you have 500,000 Doge, your average is 12 cents. People say take some profits. Where you think that would be 20 cents. Probably not going to sell, but just asking. You could. I mean, it depends on where you think Doge could go, personally. But you don't, when it goes to taking profits, you don't have to sell all the Doge, right? You could layer out of Doge. You could sell 100K of that at 20 cents and then see what Doge does. If Doge continues to go up, then maybe you sell another 100K and you see what happens. And see what's going on in Dogecoin. Is there, is it really going to be this XApp integration? What is that going to mean as continuing growth of Dogecoin, all the excitement of Dogecoin that could be happening to cause it to keep going up like that? That's what we saw back in April of 2021. In late January, early February 2021, there was this initial big spike of Doge, but then it retraced and it settled. But then in April, it just started taking off. And all of that anticipation, new people just coming in, buying Dogecoin. With many, it was their first cryptocurrency they ever bought was Dogecoin. A lot of new people coming in, a lot of excitement. There are people who sold on the way up, and they may regret selling Doge at 20 or 30 cents when Doge went up to 60, 70, 74 cents. But most of us were holding, thinking that Dogecoin was going to $1. And when it went to 74 and then started going back down, we were, it's going to retrace now. It's still going to go to $1. And it never did. And we ended up just holding. So you can never go wrong taking profits. And you shouldn't regret taking profits. Do you miss out on potentially greater profits? Yeah, probably. But you're never going to time the exact peak. The next all-time high, whatever it is. You're never going to be able to time it. So taking profits, nothing wrong with that. Now, some of you are like, oh, how can you sell your Dogecoin? It's just like, it's a cryptocurrency. People are going to buy, people are going to sell. That's what it is. I will sell some of my Dogecoin during the next bull run. I will take some profits. I will always have a bag of Dogecoin, though. And I want to use it as currency, too. But I'd rather use it as currency up at like 50 cents than at 6 cents, like it is now. Could buy a lot more for each Dogecoin then. We'll see how all of that plays out. But we'll be in it together, right? We'll be doing this together. And that's what the fun of it is going to be. So we had this survey we talked about the other day about if Dogecoin was stakeable, would you stake it, that Marshall Hayner put out. We talked about this on Monday. One of the Dogecoin devs reached out to me on X, and I was like, it still doesn't answer my question. There's the conversation going on amongst the devs on X, and I was like, I still don't get it. So Inevitable360 tweeted back to me, said, recommend you read what our team and the Dogecoin Foundation, Tim Stebbing and Mishi are talking about here. And I read through these, and you can find these through my Twitter, through my X. You can see these. And I'm just like, look, if the Dogecoin proof of stake endeavor is indeed a proposal, I would like to see the actual proposal. Is there a real proposal? And that's not what he said. He didn't say that there was a proposal. And I was like, okay, I've read the conversation. However, the Dogecoin Foundation website says this, and I quoted the website. And if you go to the website, which is on Trail Map, and you come down here on the Trail Map and you read this. The foundation are also working with Vitalik, the founder of Ethereum, on crafting a uniquely Doge proposal for a community staking version of proof of stake that will allow everyone, not just big players, to participate in a way that rewards them for their contribution to running the network. And I just want them to say, this is still on the Dogecoin Foundation website. It says the foundation's working with Vitalik on crafting a Doge proposal. Well, you said that there's a proposal. Marshall Hayner is a member of the Dogecoin Foundation. Proof of stake proposal is not to burn Dogecoin or put a hard cap or change the 10,000 coins per block. Okay, that's news to me. We were talking about that on Monday, and we were like, because I was saying there are people who want to put a hard cap on Doge. So he's saying no. There's people who want to burn Dogecoin. He's saying no. But I'm just like, okay, there's a proof of stake proposal. I'm just like, show me the proposal. Let's see what is going to happen. I think Dogecoin works pretty well like it is. Why do we need to do this? But so we'll see how this all plays out. There's just trying to weave through some of what people are saying, and they're just not getting right to the core. Like, is there going to be a fork of Dogecoin? Is there going to be some new proof of stake Dogecoin? Is the old one still, is that going to happen? Or is just we going to let Dogecoin be like it is? And the dev team just continues to improve the code to continue to make it faster, continue to make it so the fees stay low or can even be lower if possible. Continue to work on Leave Doge and how Dogecoin can be integrated into other dApps and other things. Working on all of that. I think that would be great. But they're not talking about that yet. So there's something else going on. I don't know. There's some people on X who are kind of taking this into a far direction. I'm just looking for what really is going on. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. Elon Musk again endorses Dogecoin. We talked about that. Then there's this other FUD about Binance allegedly dumping Bitcoin to boost the BNB token. Ben, BitBoy Crypto, talked about that this morning. And I'm kind of with Ben. I'm just like, look, BNB is the number 4 cryptocurrency. Over the last 24 hours, it's up 4.8%. So, and Bitcoin is up 3.6%. I mean, they're both going up. No one's dumping one for the other, and certainly not, CZ and Binance. So that's just a bunch of FUD out there. I don't know how that started and who's creating that. And there's a lot of people who don't like Binance and they don't trust CZ, but I'm just like, come on. NVIDIA stock, let's see how it's doing. Look at that. It's up 8% after market, after close today. It's up 8% to $509. That's amazing. NVIDIA is still going up. That's strength in technology right there. And that's what James at Invest Answers talks about, are being in the stocks and cryptocurrencies that are technology driven and are changing things. And that's why we're in cryptocurrency, but also that's why I bought a bunch of Tesla stock. Of course, I wish I would have bought NVIDIA, but you can't be at all of them, right? But that's pretty cool. And then lastly, this Shibarium thing with Shib. Now Shib had a good day. Shib's going up. It's not like Shibarium crashed and Shib crashed. No, I mean, look at Shib since Tuesday, it's up 9%. So SHIB keeps going up, even though Shibarium had this hiccup last week. And I don't know how bad of a hiccup this really was. I mean, there's a lot of people in the crypto world that are kind of laughing at the SHIB dev team for releasing this Shibarium layer 2 and it really not being ready for prime time. Apparently, the volume was such that it couldn't keep up. So Kusama says the testing and tweaks of Shibarium have been going well to prevent the network issues that forced its closure after launching. So yeah, not a good look for Shibarium, but overall, SHIB keeps going up. And we have some SHIB in our Kriss Pax DCA portfolio for eventually, if SHIB does go on this huge run, we're on board with it. So that's a good thing. Just not good, not a real good look for SHIB devs. So just wanted to touch on that as well, because that still seems to be in the works. Hey, DM, how are you? Is AMC going out of business? Here's what's going on with AMC. They are going to be doing this stock split, a reverse split. And at the same time, they're also taking all those APE shares and converting those to AMC stock. So it's going to be a huge additional number of shares coming in to the overall AMC stock quantity. At the same time, they're doing the split. It's going to make AMC Corporation a ton of money, but it's hurting everybody else because the AMC stock is diving because of this that's happening. Reverse stock splits never go well. They never go well. Eventually, things kind of right the course, but in the short term, there's usually one little pump and then it just bleeds out. A lot of people thought AMC stock would stay up at like $4 to $5 and that the APE stock, this secondary stock, would rise in price to be at the level of AMC. A lot of people thought that that was going to happen, and they were buying a bunch of that APE stock. Well, that's not exactly what happened. Instead of APE going up to AMC's level, APE stayed down, and AMC has been trading down closer to APE. Not good for AMC fans. I don't know what it ended up being down today. 17, 18%, something like that. What did AMC end up doing today? Down 23%. Isn't that amazing? It's down under $2 now. Wow. So that's what that's about, DM. And I got out of AMC a long time ago and haven't bought back in. AMC was down. I don't remember what it was, but I got out of it long before this. So I'm not an ape right now. Will this all layer up? What I'll be looking for is an entry position back into AMC after the reverse split and after the dip after the split. It's going to happen. It happens every stock. Every time there's a reverse split, there's an initial little jump and then it bleeds out for a few days. It happens every time. So I'll be looking at an entry position for AMC after that happens. They've been talking about this for months. This has been in the works, brewing. And so I haven't touched AMC because of it. AMC's gone on some nice little runs, but this going down here, if we look at the 5-day chart, look at AMC here on the 5-day chart. It was here $4. Now it's $2. So it's halved in price. AMC stockholders are not happy about the way this has worked out with incorporating these APE shares into AMC and the reverse split. So that's my take on that. We'll see how that plays out. I'm not going to buy crypto right now. I'm going to I'm going to buy this later. I'm going to see if this drops down a little more. To be honest with you, the chart right to me looks like this may come down a little bit more. So I'm not going to buy any live on stream today. I will be back live Friday night. I'm doing late nights Friday. That'll be 10 o'clock Eastern time. That's when I'll be back on. So John asks the $1 million question. When will X accept Doge? So what I just read out on that news article is exactly what I think, is that it's going to take a while for X to be able to operate with payments as a payment platform in the United States. It needs to get approval of all the states. And that's what they're going to be working on. I think they have 5 states now, and they need to just keep working. It's a state-by-state basis. That's the way the United States works in these types of things. And they need to get it all lined up. And it's going to take months. It's going to take months to get that to work out. But it's a priority of Elon's in his quest to have the X app become the everything app so that you can use it for payments. You can actually buy things with your X app. That's what he wants to happen. How that works with Dogecoin, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work and what his plans are. But all of this winking and nodding and talking about Dogecoin, it's going to get integrated somehow. Christos, to become a member, you go to my YouTube channel and you become a member on that, on the YouTube channel. So there should be, I'm looking at it here. Well, I mean, it's my channel and I own the channel, so I don't see the become a member thing. Oh, there it is right there, join. You click that join right there. And then this comes up. That's where it is. Okay. And you get to use these fun emojis here. These are just the beginning. I will add more emojis that you can use in the chat. The more members I get, I can keep adding emojis, but I need to hit the next level of number of members before I can add more emojis that can be used in the chat. And then you'll have loyalty badges, and the loyalty badges will change colors for you as you are a member of the channel for longer. So that's set up. And again, when we sell eventually this portfolio, of which I'm putting in $10,000, going to take half the profits, and the other half is going to be split amongst you guys who are members of my channel. And the ones who are members of my channel the longest are going to get a bigger percentage than the newer members. That's how I'm going to do it. So you're welcome. All right, gang. So that's what I got today. That's what's going on. Very exciting. Elon still just winking a nod, saying, okay, I still know the Doge fam is out there, still supports Doge, but he's not ready to roll out the whole thing yet. So we're still in a bearish market, and it's going to be tough sledding. So we're continuing to add to our DCA portfolio, and we'll see how that goes. So thank you all for that are here for tuning in. Again, I'll be live again Friday night, 10 o'clock. We'll be doing a late night, pretty low-key late night. We did it last Friday night. It was a lot of fun. Talked about a lot of different topics last Friday, and we'll do that again this Friday. So join me there. Please give a like. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. And for those that are watching this on the replay and the video, leave a comment below. Certainly appreciate your comments as well. So thanks all, and we will see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.